Okay, so I already made this video once, but apparently my sound wasn't working, so now I had to make it again. And now it's going to be a whole hell of a lot less dramatic, and I'm sorry. This is a tale about how stupid people annoy me to no frigging end. Here I go. Sitting in class this morning. The lights start flickering. Then they just go out. Emergency lights come on. So we're sitting there like, okay, we just lost power. Awesome. Sit there a little longer. Teacher says, just go on your lunch break, whatever, come back at 1. And I'm thinking, I'm not freaking coming back at 1. Guaranteed we're going to have no class. So me and my friend walk across campus, and we have to go wait for this guy that she's supposed to meet. And we do that, and then we're walking through the Schwann Tower, and we read a sign that says, We're standing waiting for that guy. Yeah, we're waiting for the guy, and we hear people saying that they're closing the school. I know from experience not to listen to everything you hear, so I was like, well, maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. Probably not. Brock never closes, apparently, so I was like, it's probably not going to happen. They'll probably figure out a way for us to stay, blah, 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 blah. And then we start walking across the campus again to go back to the Glenridge building, and there's a sign at the information desk, which says, Brock is officially closing. Check the local radio stations and the Brock website to find out when your classes will start again, blah, 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 blah. So, me and my friend, I don't want to say her name, me and my friend walk across the campus, and I walk into the class, and I say, guys, class is officially over because they're closing, the school's closed. And this girl looks at me, and she's like, what? So I'm like, the sign said they're closing the university for the day. What? So my friend says, they're closing the university. And she's all like, well, what about the seminars? Are they canceling seminar? So I'm like, they're closing the school. The school is closed. She's like, is it closing or is it closed? I'm like, it's closed. Oh. Well, are you sure? Yeah. The sign said that the university was closed, to check the local radio stations and to check the Brock website for any information on when classes will resume in case the power outage continues. It's a citywide power outage. It's only affecting St. Catharines and apparently up the escarpment to the university. Blah, 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 blah. So she's still looking at me like I'm a retard. All the other girls are like, oh, we have to wait for the professor. And I'm like, no, we fucking don't, because I'm not going to wait. I just want to go the hell home. And then finally, professor walks in. She's like, is the model here? And I'm like, no, the school is closed. I don't know how many times I said the words, the school is closed today, and had people look at me like I was a retard. So then my professor was like, oh, well, I heard they were closing it. Like, if you hear they're closing it, would you not assume it to be closed? I don't know. Crazy thought, I know. So then, stupid girl from the start of this story comes up to, I'm walking across with my 7-foot-long frickin' paper for my next assignment in this long tube, and she steps in front of me, and I'm already pissy. I'm like, bitch, get out of my frickin' way. I don't want to mess with you right now. She's like, are you driving? No, I don't drive. I'm like, my friend's gonna drive me home. Oh. Well, would she drive me to my house? So my friend's like, where do you live? And in my head, I'm like, we're not frickin' driving her home. This is stupid. But the girl's like, she's like, in the village. So Bree's like, the village? And I'm like, you mean the residence right across the campus? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, it's a power outage. It's not a tsunami. You can still walk to your residence. Hello. And so Bree's like, well, no, because there's like, a hell of a lot of traffic going in and out of the school right now. Like, there was accidents and stuff. There were cops directing traffic and all that stupid shit, because everybody gets dumb. And the girl's like, oh, well, okay, I guess. And I'm like, no, I'm like, God. I'm like, for one, you sit here and make me waste my time being like, arguing over closing versus closed, and then you look at me like I'm a freaking jackass, and then you ask for a ride 5 minutes the other way that we're not going. I'm like, we're going to Thorold, and then she's going to Welland. Those are both that way, and you want to go that way. I'm like, Jesus fuck, why are people fucking stupid? If someone came into a class of mine and was like, school's closed, I'd be like, sweet, awesome, school's closed. I wouldn't be like, what? What do you mean? School's closed. Like, you're in university. You should know the definition of closing and closed. Same outcome. It's the same freaking outcome. And y'all piss me off. God.